mobility. So long story short, he said, it would just be pain for me on and off. I really wouldn't be able to tell when it's coming, but, he gave me a prescription for tramadol and pretty much wished me the best. Right now, I can feel the nerves in my spine tingling up. Some days, in this last 5 days, I haven't been able to walk. We had that SOP meeting on Friday.
Soldiers of Pole.
Yes, Soldiers of Pole.
Talking about, yeah.
And I tried to walk. I tried to help just because I'm so busy right now in my life professionally. I can't let something like my back and not being able to walk slow me down. So
you're still dancing though, aren't you? Yes.
I worked on Thursday. So that, oh my God, do we want to have this? Let's have this conversation.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I am going to totally share something right now.
What?
I haven't been able to walk for 5 days. Last Thursday, I was at work. And now the day before, I was scheduled, but I didn't go in because I couldn't walk. In the name of team spirit, playing along, I went in on Thursday. I didn't think that I felt like I could make it better. I can stretch it out. I'll be okay. Like I said, we'll go to work with a casket on. So nonetheless, it's true though. I've been at work with like my arm in a sling. So I'm there, I'm working. I put in my 4.5 hours. Mind you, it was fairly slow. There were a lot of dancers. So there wasn't a lot of money. And I'm just going to be completely honest with you guys. Just completely honest. I worked 4.5 hours. I made a total of $38. I mean, I have boobs
not really.
that are beautiful. Oh yes,
because we're not done yet.
Because we're not done yet. Yeah, that's what I generated. That's what myself generated on this stage. Now, what I walked with, what my net profit was, $22.
From 4 hours of working as a stripper?
I'd say 4.5 hours in those heels. And I'm a performer, so I perform. I try not to hurt myself because nothing is worth hurting yourself more. But I know how to kind of work around it. I had to give $10 as a house fee for me to work that night. Now, with all the laws that's passed and everything within the last year with AB5 and Dynamics. Okay. With everything that's happened with that case, all of these clubs know that we're classified as employees and we should be paid per hour to work. Right. So no longer should I even be paying to work. Right. I should be paid to work. Right. Now, and if you factor in, if I was actually paid for that shift and made my $38, mind you, it got down to $22 because I am generous. So I did give $2 to the DJ and I did give $2 to the guy that carries my bags. Now, mind you, both of those guys got paid hourly. Right. But I'm so conditioned to share what I make, even though it's not in my best action. It's not legally, it's not what's supposed to be happening. That's the norm.
Well, because if you don't, you get punished in various ways.
This is also very true.
You get the cold shoulder, you get attitude, you get less shifts.
Yeah, you get skipped over. Sometimes a DJ pretty much controls the stage. If you're working with a DJ, mind you, I like the Candy Cat because there was no DJ. New owner. Right, and yeah. So $22. $22
for 4 hours of work. And that's what we're up against a lot. And I see comments by people like when we're getting injured or something's happening where we need money. And a common theme is, you're strippers, you have so much money. Shut the fuck up. Like, you have so much money. It's like, you have no idea. We're paying out anywhere from 40 to 70% of the money we bring in. And then there are some instances where strippers are walking out of work negative money. And it's because their rights...
don't let me have lunch one day.
Yeah, their rights are being trampled on so hard. They're being treated as customers. They're being treated like paper towels, that they're disposable. I read a comment, because I made that post on Soldiers of Pole the other day about oh, who's getting injured out there? What are you dealing with? And like, how do you have no backup? Like, tell your story, basically. And one of the girls said, oh, my manager said I could text 10 bitches right now and they would all be here ready to work. If you don't like it, go home.
You know, honestly, as dancers, we have to realize that there is truth in that man's statement. We have to unite. All of us.
Yeah.
Period, point blank, because he's right.
He's right to a certain degree, but
To a
also
certain
that's
degree.
a scare tactic.
For sure. Without a doubt, he should have kept his
100%.
fucking mouth shut. He shouldn't say shit like that.
Right. So, yes, but that is why we need to unite, because there are plenty of women turning 18 every day looking for money, and because it's become cute to wear your underwear and model.
And now
on
we're back
Instagram
to the
and social
whole
media.
pole fitness, pole dance
Yeah.
introduction into America and the mainstream of
Right.
it all. So,
Right.
you know,
Right.
we're all on this road together.
Yeah. So the main theme of today's podcast is write to us, tell us your stories about what's happening at your work and how you feel like your rights are being violated and what you want to do about it. Ask us questions, send in comments about what we've talked about today. You can send all of these inquiries to yesastripperpodcast@gmail.com so that we can continue having this conversation. But the main thread of today is we need to unite, we need to unionize, and we should all be having this conversation around the country 100%.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Want to be fabulous just like these strippers? Pay attention. It's Stripper Tips.
I believe that all dancers are goddesses. I think that as civilians, they should believe the same.
That's your tip?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. I mean, imagine what that would do for humanity.
Right. If, strippers were treated like the goddesses they are.
Yes.
So your tip is treat your strippers better. I love it.
I mean, I'm still going to say goddess because there's an
Treat your
element to
goddesses
that.
better.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
How can they do that? Let's dig into that just for a minute. How can they treat their goddesses better? What are some
Acknowledge their experience, acknowledge their love, their passion, acknowledge that they can set trends, acknowledge that they are artists, acknowledge that sometimes they are coming from horrific experiences. Like, all of that makes us who we are, and we are fantastic individuals. I think that acknowledging that stuff within us is strong.
Okay.
Very strong.
So acknowledge. How can they acknowledge that? And we need an action. How, like, do they speak it? Do they write it?
So you know what? Yes, they speak it. I was really touched by Joe Budden and him speaking up on behalf of dancers.
Yeah.
And when he did that, it all really clicked for me and
Okay.
what you were saying and the state that we're all in right now. So yes, I'm going to join you with that.
Okay.
The best thing that civilians can do right now is speak up for us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. That's a great stripper tip. Yes.
Yeah. Well, thank you for helping me get there.
Get ready for our rapid fire question round. It's time for 4 for 1.
What's your reaction to unsolicited dick pics?
The fuck do you want to do with that? That's what my reaction is. What the fuck do you want to do with that?
Do you
Okay.
fart under the bed covers?
Yes.
What's your favorite condom flavor?
I don't have one.
What?
I only have one penis at a time.
Wow. It's not.
What? I don't like what?
You could have just said strawberry. or
Okay, great.
something.
Fucking great. Popcorn flavored. Okay.
What's your favorite type of porn to watch?
Oh, that's a secret. It's so nasty.
No?
No, I'm fucking dirty.
Okay. How
I'm
many
dirty.
questions is that?
How about this? What porn do I not watch?
1, 2, 3. Well, that was more question. What kind of porn do I not watch?
Do I not watch?
Oh, so you...
Yeah, let's just go on to the other stuff.
No, that was
you-
4 questions.
Okay, well, what is the next?
All right, I'll ask you one more. If you could watch any 2 people make out, who would it be?
Oh my gosh. Me and Thor.
Ooh. That's hot.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
you just inserted yourself in there.
Me.
Yeah. All right, cool. Damn, I wouldn't have ever imagined you making out with Thor.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I didn't know he was your type.
I
and
don't.
you didn't like my ex-boyfriend Ian?
I don't care about the muscles.
That guy was so hot.
It's the face. Yeah, I'm not really into the muscles of Thor. It's the face, just so we're clear. He
You're
could be like
fucking
Fat
so
Thor
weird. You're so
from the
odd.
second Avengers, and it'd still be okay with me. He'd have to shave the beard, though.
All right. Well, that pretty much wraps up today. Thank you so much for
Thank you for
coming
inviting
here
me.
with me and having this conversation. I feel like this was just part one. I feel like it's such a meaty, beefy conversation.
Oh, for
So
sure.
you're probably going to have to come back and we'll talk about this stuff again.
Anytime you want
in
me
the
here, I will be
future.
here for you, Ann.
Thanks so much
AM.
for, yeah, she calls me Ann. She's one of the very few. No one else is allowed to call me that.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
rip it off of me. Call
Exactly.
her AM.
Yes. Thank you so much for tuning in, you guys. Please make sure that you're subscribing to the YouTube channel. We're uploading videos at 15 minutes a time right now because we can't upload videos any longer than that. So these videos will be broken up into parts. So just be aware of that. So make sure you subscribe to YouTube, subscribe to our Spotify channel, and you can email us at yesastripper@gmail.com, and please follow us on Instagram at yesastripperpodcast. And
wish I
again,
had,
the
like,
email,
things
I just realized I said it wrong, is yesastripperpodcast@gmail.com. That's the email. Make sure you email the right place. All
What
right?
did you say, Boo?
I said, I said it
Yeah,
wrong.
okay.
Trust me, I know I said it wrong. Thanks so much, guys, for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Bye.
You.